Hello, and welcome to Firestarters. We are six friends who get together each week to play Dungeons and Dragons. So, to start things off, our MVP of last week was.
Know who it was.
I don't remember who it was.
It was Fail.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh shit, that's why.
Yeah.
That is right.
Yep.
Funny.
You're like, who was it?
So, when we left off last time, Chrysalis and Vale had ventured off into Kings Bay by themselves to try and find poisons. And they weren't having much luck in the main city, so they decided to go to one of the seedier parts of town, where they found a sign with a death skull on it, hanging in a dark alley. And they decided to knock on the door, and someone answered, and they said that they were looking for poison to kill people. And the door opened, and they were beckoned inside. And that's
At
where
least
we
they were
left off.
fucking honest.
They were very
straight
honest.
up honest.
They're like, yeah, no.
They're honest
being
when you
straight with
least
you.
expect it, and they lie when they probably
They lie for no reason.
told the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they were pretty honest about it. So, like,
Yeah.
hey,
So,
I fucking can't with them.
so Vale and Chrysalis step inside of this this building. It's very dark, and coming in, it's very dark. There's some candlelight inside, but it's very dark inside the room. And as their eyes adjust from the light of outside, their nostrils are immediately filled with all this strange, acrid scent. There's a very acidic texture in the air, and there's a rusty smell as well.
Yum.
But there are dozens of potions and scrolls lined up on shelves along the wall. So,
I feel like me and
Dramatic
you
pause.
thought the same exact thing.
Probably.
as your eyes focus, the man who beckoned you inside, you see him standing in front of you, and he looks like this.
Oh God!
Oh,
And he is smiling at you just like that.
yay.
Hello. I'm Norland Krellmenster, and this is my little shop.
Hello, Norman. My name's Chrysalis.
It's
Vale.
it's Norlin.
Norlin.
Yes,
My name is Chrysalis.
Chrysalis. And you are?
A veil.
A Vale.
Just veil.
Are these potions right here poison?
That's right, you were looking for poisons to kill people?
Yes.
Well, how do we know if they work?
He goes over to the door. He walks over as you say this, and he quickly bolts his front door.
oh no.
Do we notice that?
Oh, he does it right in front of you.
Nothing sneaky about him.
So, who do you work for?
Huh?
Who do you work for?
You know, I don't think we have an official boss.
You're free agents?
mean-
We do what we want.
I'm not exactly.
Right.
You, maybe. This one. You're not pirates.
Why does everyone think I'm a fucking pirate?
It's the earrings.
Do I look that much like a pirate?
It's a veil. It's the clothes and the earrings and you have a certain kind of smirk.
While he's talking to Vale, can I try to sneakily rummage?
Roll stealth.
Okay, fuck. I'm not the
While he's
stealthiest
doing
person.
that, Bill's gonna be going off about okay, just because I have earrings and I wear rings and I have this nice jacket, doesn't mean I'm a pirate.
That's not good.
It means fashionable.
He rolled a 4.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh. So are you creeping over? Where are you creeping over to?
So I'm basically just sneakily, while he's trying to talk to Vale, I'm sneakily trying to pick up potions off of the shelf and examine them without him noticing.
As you're doing this, he's locked in this conversation for a moment with Vale, and he's sitting there going, if it looks like a hobgoblin and it walks like a hobgoblin, but he glances up and sees you there.
Hobgoblin.
You.
He has called you a hobgoblin.
What are you doing there?
Well, we said we came for poison, so I'm reading.
Of course.
The bottles.
Of course, feel free. Feel free. If you're not pirates, then how did you find this shop?
Like I find most things, I just start walking.
So
it has a big skull right over the door. So.
And you
also,
decided...
my name's not a Vale, it's Vale. If you're gonna call me a longer name, at least call me by my actual name.
Oh, all right. He seems to be looking a little flustered. So you sincerely just stumbled upon my shop and decided to pay a visit.
Yeah, isn't that what shopping is?
Yes, indeed it is. I'm sorry, it's just I don't usually have many customers of your type. Feel free.
Handsome?
To look around.
Is there anything
Hobgoblins
that catches my eye on this shelf, Robert?
You see there's a variety of different potions. Some of them are ones that you kind of recognize. There's some health potions, some elemental potions. There's some odd potions, some of them written in languages you don't recognize that look very dusty and old upon the shelves, but nothing screams poison per se.
Okay.
Well, you see, I don't have my most deadly possessions up here in the front of the store. As you could imagine, that could be a danger. I have them in the back. If you follow me, I can show you.
All good things are in the back, so let's go.
A wise statement. Follow me. And he leads you behind the counter. And you see him fumble with some keys, and he opens this big metal door. And he beckons the two of you towards it.
Did
Vale's
he go
gonna...
in first?
No,
Vale's
he's
gonna...
standing at the door with his hands.
You remember how I used my detect thoughts on him previously in the last session?
Yep.
What is he thinking right now?
He is thinking, well, this is a surprise. I haven't had an opportunity like this in quite some time.
Oh
Vale's gonna whisper in Chrysalis's mind, keep an eye on this guy, I don't trust him.
You hear, yeah. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a nervous yeah.
He's standing there staring at the two of you. Are you going to go inside or not? I'm a busy man.
Chrysalis goes after you.
He said the veil first.
Chrysalis goes after you, and Vale's like age before beauty.
Age before beauty.
Oh my gosh.
Which one's going in? They both just standing there?
They're waiting for him to go.
He said that to. They both said that to him.
Oh, to him.
The
To
guy
Norman.
at the door.
Oh.
I suppose. And he steps inside.
Okay.
Vale will go in first.
I am following closely behind.
Okay. So as you guys step in, it's a room once again lit up with candles. And there are walls and walls filled with all sorts of bottles that have dark colored liquids inside of them. There appears to be a lot of like things that would appeal to pirates. A lot of cutlasses and powder kegs and cannonballs and flintlocks, all scattered along the walls here.
Okay, the pirate comments make more sense now.
It's coming together.
Can I do an Arcana check on the
Yes,
door in the room?
yes, you can.
Okay. I do have advantage in Arcana, so. So the first one is a 15. Second one is 11. So 15 plus 4. So 19.
So, as you're scanning about the room, you don't notice anything about the door that's strange. There's nothing magical radiating off of it. Nothing per se radiating off the shelves, but there's something sitting in the darkness of the center of the room that immediately draws your attention.
Can I see it? Because I do have dark vision.
Yep. Without much trouble, you notice there is a large table in the room's center. And there's some large mound on top of it that is obscured from your view by a large white sheet.
What the heck?
Vale. You hear that in your mind. What's up
He's
with the
just
freaking
incredible.
table?
As you
So
guys
are we gonna... You hear this in your head too. So are we gonna rob this guy or what?
Hazel's gonna kill him.
Oh my god.
As you guys are looking at the table, you notice that there's slight movements coming from underneath the sheet.
Oh.
As if something is slightly wriggling around underneath this sheet. Both of you roll your perception.
No.
Oh no, this could be bad.
12 plus... What do I have in perception? Hold on.
I also got a 12.
Wow, the twinning.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 12 plus 5 for me, so that's 17 in perception.
It's 12 plus 2 for me.
Okay.
So
14.
Vale is still kind of focused on the table, but Chrysalis sees that Norlin is going back to the metal door.
Oh shit.
Norman.
He turns and glares at you.
Where are you going?
Very quickly, he moves to the door and slams it shut. And He's still on the inside of the room. He fumbles out some keys and he locks the door from the inside.
Hey, what you doing?
Security.
And Vale's gonna like take out the Ren cushion grappler
Oh,
and he's gonna point it at Norlin.
And as Vale does that, you kind of see Chrysalis's eyes start to go blue, and it looks like he's about to shoot a spell at the table.
Oh.
Why'd you have to go and do a thing like that, man?
What have I done?
You're being weird.
Yeah,
You
we've
two.
been in rooms and basements before.
And they never end well for the people putting us in the basement.
Well, I mean, you took us to the last basement, Vale.
Okay, but that was a basement that I was familiar with.
Was it a stranger?
You two wander into. To speak of strangeness, you two wander into a pirate black market and expect me not to take special measures.
Okay, but we're not
What
pirates.
is he
Exactly.
thinking right now,
I mean,
Robert?
it could be eventually at one point. I don't know. I've never considered a life of piracy before. Mostly because I don't really like the ocean, but that's a whole other story involving a really big fish.
So as you're reading his thoughts, he's listening to Vale. He's like, these naive little rubes.
Like, we're just here to get some poison so we can fight the damn vampires.
And there it is on the shelf.
Well, maybe you should open that door because we're not planning on staying very long. And quick question: what's going on with this table?
Oh, I'm very glad you asked. He
Why'd you have
walks
to-
away.
Why'd you have to go and ask?
Before
You
he can
want-
get up to the table,
Uh-huh.
you see Chrysalis's eyes glow brighter, and he looks like he's about to shoot it, like he doesn't want him to touch the table.
Well, what are you doing?
It's moving.
Of course. Here, I can show you what it is.
No, you're gonna stay right there.
You're gonna tell us what it is, and then
It's-
I'll decide whether we let it live or not.
This is amusing. You two are wandering into my property and telling me what to do. Fine, it's a weapon.
Man, here's the thing, man. If you had just not been weird, you could have made a quick couple of coins and let us go. It would have been it would have been fine.
Well, that's still the plan.
Hmm.
If you're so curious, it's a weapon.
What kind
A
of
new weapon that I'm developing.
He then points one hand at you, and he has one hand pointed at the table, and he's gonna say, "Okay, show me."
Chrysalis, there's only one good thing about tables and sheets, and I don't think this is it.
He carefully walks over to the table. And you see him quickly pull this sheet off. And as he pulls it off, you notice that actually there's like this sheet is kind of dirty and there's like blood stains all over it. And as the sheet hits the floor, you guys see a large, wriggling mass of flesh. There are what appears to be dozens of human arms and legs, all stitched to this mound, haphazardly,
Oh no.
wriggling around.
Well, that's pretty gross. What's this, Norman?
Oh, the future of technology. organic weaponry.
Uh,
I think Ash would like this. He just throws his arm at somebody.
Right?
Vale hears in his head, what do we do?
Without
Vale.
saying anything, can Vale just shoot Norman?
Yes, you can.
oh god.
Shooty time
With a grappler.
with the grappler.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so 19 plus 8 is 27 to hit.
Yes!
Oh my
Oh.
god. Yes, you hit.
Okay.
Ooh.
So,
Just gonna shoot him. Just right in the chest. Just not say nothing.
and it's the grappler, right?
Yeah, it's the grappler.
So if you want to, too, as an action here, you can, pull yourself towards him or pull him towards you.
Oh, I'm pulling his body towards me. Like, he's impaled through the chest towards me. I'm gonna take the keys and I'm gonna unlock the door and be like, come on.
Okay. So, as you fire this off and it hits him directly in the chest. And suddenly he's being skidded on his heels across the room to you. And as he's being drawn towards you, you see his arm raise up and there's a hacksaw in his hand.
Yeah.
And he, as he's being pulled towards you, swings this hacksaw in your direction. Do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Can I attack him while he's swinging?
Well, the thing is, this is happening in like 2 seconds
fast?
time.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's happening fast. Hold on. That's a 12.
So,
Damn, 12s again.
Yeah, 12's the number tonight.
Oh, it's the number tonight.
Norlin, as the coil curls back into the gun, Norlin stops dead in front of you, and he swings this hacksaw down and digs it into Vale's left shoulder.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yep.
He said, and he says, he grabs your face and he says, "I'm still missing a few parts."
Oh.
Can I attack him now?
Before you do, we go check out what Ash is doing.
I better.
Evil.
So,
He was looking for a blacksmith, wasn't he?
He was.
Ash found the blacksmith.
Oh, that's right, he did. Okay.
Yo.
I'm going to explore more of the town to look for a better blacksmith.
The baby.
Okay.
Oh, little baby.
So, in that case, roll investigation for me. Oh.
Ooh.
19.
Is that an 18?
Ooh.
18. So, after leaving the marketplace, you start wandering around, and as you're walking, you kind of hit what looks like Kings Bay's like town center. And as you're looking around this place, this is the wealthier district. You can see it's a lot more. A lot of the buildings are still very old and kind of weather-worn from being so close to the sea, but this is a much more opulent area of the city. And it doesn't take you long to find a blacksmith there. A very eloquent-looking little corner store. Do you step inside?
Yeah.
Okay. So, inside, you see this very muscular but elderly-looking dwarf man, and he is pounding and some armor on a out on a table with a hammer.
I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna say to him,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, do you have any great swords?"
I have great swords. What kind you looking for?
Well, one that has a lot of damage, lot of damage. Maybe thunder, maybe poison.
I can work with that. So he starts rummaging around behind the shelf there, and he pulls out this really massive-looking great sword. It's got this very elaborate leather hilt with all sorts of like dwarvish runes scarred into the leather, and the blade is far wider than the actual hilt than the actual grip of the sword. It is wide enough that it's almost surpassing the hilt that it's sitting on. This is a giant slayer greatsword.
Damn.
What the heck?
Cool.
It sounds badass.
Would this suit you?
How much?
This is expensive. I'm gonna need 1,400 gold.
Ooh.
Show me your spears. Yeah.
He's
I've
all-
been looking to get my spear replaced because it broke. I'm sorry.
Fine. And he heavily drags this great sword off the table and puts it back behind
Disappointed.
the shelf. Disappointed.
Disappointed.
So he starts rummaging around. He pulls out. Interesting. He pulls out this long golden spear, and it appears to have like rubies emblazoned on the tip of it. This is a flame tongue spear.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I can't spell.
Would you like to hear what it does? I can tell you.
I got it. I'm looking right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
How much?
That would be 900 gold.
How about 800 gold?
He squints at you. Roll persuasion.
Come on, buddy.
I'm using my inspiration.
Smart choice. Smart choice.
Said persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Damn.
Very good. He seems to be thinking it over. Fine. 800.
Hey.
Will that be all?
Well, do you do you have any
He's
potions?
squinting.
I know you're a black. Do you have any potions?
He reaches underneath the cabinet. He slams down this glass bottle. I've got beer.
That is magical.
I mean that's a good drink, but not what I'm looking for.
Then, no.
Keep going. Excellent here.
Ash is gonna take out his bag of gold and he's gonna start counting them one by one to 800.
As the dwarf's face starts to turn a bright scarlet color in frustration, we shift back to the Gull's Eye Inn, where Tiber has awoke and is just entered the bar room. Rorik is there. Kor and Solar are there as well. Where are Hazel and Adler?
Adler's at the bar.
Hazel was still at the bar, I think, when they were heading out. So she's kind of been just chilling there for a little bit.
So Adler and Hazel see Tiber step out of the hallway, and he's fastening his cloak. Well, are we ready to continue our journey?
I'd like to, but I don't know where the heck they are.
A few of our party seems to have wanted to go shopping, looking
What?
around.
Where? Who's missing?
Chrysalis, Vale, and Ash.
Yeah, they left a little while ago.
Rorik, we're on an urgent mission. I didn't expect them to go shopping.
I didn't expect them to go anywhere either, but I mean, I'm sure they'll be back. It won't take them very long.
How long have they been gone?
She looks at Adler, kind of like, give or take
Hour?
30 minutes, maybe? Like, but
Well, then,
just...
I suppose we will just have to wait.
I was thinking of doing something actually for the mission. I thought of maybe exploring one of the local bookstores, just for me to have a better knowledge of your customs here.
Solar looks up from one of his theology books. So you're shopping too?
For the mission, not for pleasure. I'm hoping to better understand this entire area.
Miss Moon, well, what kind of books would you be looking for?
Well, we have already previously discussed some of the interesting customs of the area. I'd like to maybe have more of the history of Moonshay.
Well, I respect your inquisitiveness, and I'm sure Rorik and I could tell you a lot about the area, but perhaps having a book on hand would be wise to fill in any questions you might have.
Me and Adler could go, and we could keep an eye out for Ash and Chrysalis and Vale. I am kind of wondering where he went. She looks a little like kind of inquisitive mind. She's like,
He's dead.
He was certainly. She's like, he certainly was in a hurry.
Yeah.
All right, but please be back within the next hour and a half.
And Kor's going with me.
I am?
Yes.
I am.
I think it'd be good for him to get out for a little bit and maybe help me find a book.
Yes, I will help you find a book.
She gives a little smile, kind of like a little happy, little nod.
All right, but again, time is of the essence.
We'll
We're
be
not
back
back in like an hour, I guess, tops.
here. We'll find them. Adler's very good at tracking.
All right. Just bear in mind, Kings Bay is a large city. Well, I hope they haven't found themselves in any kind of trouble.
Do you think they
Is
would?
it dangerous out here?
Well, the Moonshade, there are dark corners of it. There's
We literally went to the dark corner.
They just like literally
Let's
walk
find the
like
dark corner.
moths to a flame. They're like, walked right into the dark part.
well, just be vigilant. And as he says this, we shift back to Chrysalis and Vale inside of Norland's shop. And
As the hacksaw is in Vale's shoulder, he's gonna be like, I better get a sick ass scar out of this. Can I do an improvised weapon?
Oh no!
Oh.
sure.
Okay, can that improvised weapon be my teeth?
Yes! That's awesome.
Yes.
Yo.
I've never used an improvised weapon before.
It's got little fangs too.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do this.
I
Let's see.
believe.
Does it work like a melee? Or how does
I
that?
believe it would be similar to your
Improvised
arm
weapon.
strike. They're generally treated as dealing 1d4 damage.
Mm.
So it's generally just a very like simple weapon, but you also can consider an arm strike because it is a bite.
Oh
so it'd be
wait,
similar
actually,
to like that.
I
Mhm.
take that back. I'm gonna do something different.
Okay.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Sure.
Has to be 15 or higher.
You hit.
Ooh.
Yay! I'm gonna cast sleep.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh God.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. I like this.
Cast and sleep.
That is very smart. Knock this sucker out.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just gonna knock him out.
All right. So, okay. You do this little Jedi mind trick thing, like sleep over his eyes, and Norland goes, and he's still your grappling gun's still lodged into his chest, but he slumps and is now hanging in your arms.
That is awesome. That is hilarious.
I'm gonna take the grappling gun and I'm gonna retract it.
You tear it out of the center of his chest, and a spurt of blood just kind of erupts from his chest and kind of splatters across your face.
And I'm gonna take
Ew.
the hacksaw out of my shoulder with a scream. Or
Yep.
a yelp. A yelp.
Yep.
And he's gonna examine the hacksaw. And what does the hacksaw look like?
It is a relatively large little handheld hacksaw that it's covered in rust and blood stains.
It's not even nice. And he's just gonna drop it.
It's very rusted.
And then can I take his keys and unlock the door and leave?
Okay, well, roll a sleight of hand for me.
Yay.
Yeah,
Can I
specialty.
take all the potions off of the shelf while Vale's doing this?
All right. In that case, what I want you to do, are you just grabbing as many as you can?
I'm grabbing
six-
the most colorful ones.
All right. So none of these bottles are labeled,
Why?
Uh-oh.
and there are several that are although the majority of the bottles have like dark ichor inside of them. Several of them are bright green and bright purple.
I think he's gonna take the green ones because Chrysalis loves green.
Ah, very good. So, and Cindy, what did you roll?
16.
16. So, as Chrysalis is pulling these bottles off the shelves, Vale successfully locates the key inside of Norland's coat. And as you're fumbling through them, trying to find the right one for the door, because there's a lot of keys on here, Chrysalis manages to get about 6 of these bright green potions. So, Chrysalis, are you just cradling these in your arms at the moment?
I'm gonna put them in my backpack.
Very good. Okay. This whole time, you guys are hearing still the eerie wriggling movement on that center table. And as Vale is trying different keys here, you hear something shatter and crash to the floor.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no. It's coming towards you,
It's
I
a
feel like.
blob.
What?
Roll perception for me,
No.
both of you.
Bam.
Keep going, I can still hear.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
Let me see if I have something for this.
Wait a minute!
Nope. I'm gonna use my
I haven't-
inspiration.
I'm gonna use my inspiration because I haven't used it yet.
Do it.
Me
Okay.
too. I'm also using it because I rolled horribly.
Thank fucking God. Not natural, but 20.
Yes.
14 plus 5, so 19 again.
Okay.
Thank God. Thank
so-
God.
Chrysalis is not able to pinpoint directly where this sound came from, but Vale notices it immediately. You spin away from trying these keys out in the door. You look behind you, and you notice that one of these long humanoid arms on this blob on the table is flailing around slightly and has knocked several bottles off of one of the shelves. As you're seeing it do this, several more bottles knock off the shelf. And as these bottles hit the ground, you hear a distinct hissing noise.
Oh, it's good.
I don't like this at all.
Can I attack the table?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Let me see let me look at my sheet real quick.
What I was trying to avoid.
Okay. So the best way I can do this is I am going to do a 3rd level Rhymes Binding Ice, but I'm going to cast it under a careful spell. And what that is basically I can pick a creature, 4 creatures actually, that are not affected by it at all, don't have to do saving throws or anything, or take half damage. So I'm going to cast it at this table. I don't know how that works because it's still a saving throw, but yes. It's
Okay.
going to be a con of 16. Try to freeze the table.
You hit.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so this is 3rd level, so it's going to be I believe 48?
48.
48
Okay.
of cold damage.
Very good. Very good.
So that's 3, so 4, 7, and 2 is 11, so 13, and then 1 more. So 14 plus his 4 for cold, so that's 18 cold damage
Hell
on
yeah.
the
Alright.
table there.
Okay.
All right. So as you
That's
cast
good.
this spell onto the table, this cold blast hits the mound there on the table, and as it does, this thing starts to wriggle around furiously.
Okay. It does say it's hindered by ice formations for a minute.
Mm-hmm. So this thing, but first, as it hits it, it starts flailing around all these arms and legs, and that hand that was reaching up towards the shelf flails quickly and knocks a whole bunch more bottles to the ground as this thing starts to freeze and slow down in place. But just before it freezes completely, one of these arms lashes out and grabs onto Chrysalis's wrist.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's not good.
And you feel this squishy hand freeze around in a death grip around your wrist.
Oh
I
god.
try to like smack my arm onto something.
At this point, your arm is really locked in place in this thing's grip.
Okay.
But as that's happening, you guys hear a loud pop and a bang from the corner from where all those potions were falling. And you notice there's some kind of greenish...
Bless you.
Thank
There's
you.
these greenish chemical flames starting to emerge from the floor where all these chemicals...
No.
Not
Oh no, not the flames.
So what do you guys do?
I'm gonna try to extinguish the flames
Okay.
with
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Okay. Oh, do you have control flames?
You
Very good.
do. Cantrip. So I can instantly extinguish the flames within a 5-foot cube. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
So
And
within an
it's
instant...
Too.
It's what?
It's at will too, so I can just.
Very
That's
good.
great.
Your little face twitch.
Very good. These flames
That Wyland.
go out. But Chrysalis's arm is still locked in the grip of this creature.
Oh my
Oh,
god, this is
no.
like a Universal horror movie.
It is.
How
I
long
have
does
a
that...
Yaklavola.
Oh, yeah. The blade.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it lasts? You're asking how long it lasts?
Yeah, how long does the
It
binding ice
says-
last?
It's hindered by ice formations for 1 minute or until another creature within reach of it uses an action to break away the ice. The creature is also has a speed reduced to 0.
Very good. Okay, so in this regard, just so you know, like, the creature is frozen solid at this point. It's not moving, but the arm is frozen solid onto you as well.
So
Ew.
if I try to break it,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, Robert.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
This is a tough predicament. Because you probably break it free too if you break it.
I'm gonna attack the table again.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave my arm in the grip, and I'm going to hurl another spell at the table.
All right, go for it.
Sorry.
Okay. Probably not the smartest to use all my good spells, but I've been wanting to use this one, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I'm gonna I'm going to cast a 5th level Frostburn and hopefully try to destroy the table completely. I'm going to cast it under a hindered spell, though, which makes it disadvantage for you to roll saving throws.
Very good.
And it's a constitution of 16 or higher.
Okay.
Okay.
Aren't you glad you leveled up?
I'm glad I read my sheet. There's a lot of shit that I had.
You hit.
Okay. So this one's more one of his grosser fucking spells.
Oh god.
So this is basically, let me read it to you. This is a 5th level, 78 cold damage. And what it does is it causes a frigidly numbing black frost to form on the creature that you can see within range. The target must make a Constitution saving throw on a failed save. The target takes 68 cold damage until the spell ends. Its speed is reduced by 15 feet, and it has disadvantage on attack rolls, dexterity saving throws, and then on a successful save, the target takes half the damage.
Wow. Okay.
Damn, dude.
So give me the damage.
78.
78. Wow.
It's
Jesus.
one of my 5th levels.
It's this
Damn.
big one.
Damn.
That's a big one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 2, 3 is 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 12 is 12 plus 9. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
20.
21?
21.
21. That's not all of them though. That's
Oh.
5 of them.
Damn.
He still has 2 more.
21 plus 9 is 30.
30.
Plus 4 is 34.
34
So
damage.
I'm trying to kill the table, like just destroy it.
Okay.
Jeez.
Good
So
job, Chrysalis. What the hell is
Good thing
that?
he's on our side.
Thank fucking God.
Yeah, because Vale's vulnerable to ice too, so I mean, that's to be terrifying.
So this black ice explodes across the table, and as soon as it does, the table itself collapses. The hand that was clasping your arm, the force yanks your arm, but you feel your hand go loose as the frozen fingers crack off of the hand that was gripping you. The large mound, now even made heavier by it being frozen, crashes to the ground. Wooden shrapnel from this table goes exploding everywhere, and the creature's body seems to kind of break into frozen pieces as this black inky goo sprays out from all the chunks that have shattered.
That's so gross.
Some of this black goop ends up hitting Chrysalis, and a
Ugh.
little bit of it sprays onto Vale as well. It looks like you've destroyed this thing, but as it was crashing to the ground, that one arm that was extended out towards the shelf gets blasted forward into the shelf. The shelf collapses, and all of these bottles crash down onto the floor. Once again, there's all this hissing and some flames start to emerge, but several of the bottles hit a row of powder kegs that are sitting in the left corner of the room.
What?
And as these flames are instantly hit against this powder keg, you guys begin to see the powder kegs start to kind of ignite and start to. There's a hissing sound coming from the powder kegs.
Oh, hell no. You better find that key fast. You're like, you better shuffle through those keys.
Is Vale still going through keys?
I think he's gonna say fuck the keys. And it's a metal door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kev,
Mm.
where do I find my sorcery points? Because I gotta put that in for the heightened and the careful.
So that's gonna be in your actions. If you keep scrolling down when you're in actions, it should show you right there. It should say sorcery points.
I'm wondering if I want to actually say fuck the keys, or if I want to use my lock picking.
Oh,
yo.
so they're under font of magic sorcery points, Jake. It should say 10 per
Whatever
long
you think,
rest.
Sydney.
Tough choice a little bit there, because
I'm gonna gamble with Chrysalis's life, and
when you say it like that.
and
Gamble
I'm
with Chris's
gonna
life.
I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
I'm
for it.
gonna stand like right behind her.
All right.
Oh god, okay.
Let's see.
That's not what I was looking for, Kev. I was looking for my actual sorcery points.
Yeah, you can do deduct from, right?
What's my proficiency?
They're right there, actually, yeah. If you go to actions and you go all the way down, it'll say 10 per long rest, and you gotta keep checking them down. They're not charges, they're not square boxes, they're gonna be like a number.
Oh, okay. That's what I was
See
looking
it?
for, the boxes.
Yeah.
So I used
There you
3 of them. One.
Kev, where do I find my proficiency
So-
bonus again? Because I'm stupid and
Proficiency
can never remember
bonus
this.
is gonna
is
be right after charisma.
uh-huh.
Let's see, proficiency bonus.
So all of your your strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence at the top. Proficiency
Mhm.
bonus will be right to the right of those.
And you
Even on a
do have
phone?
Oh, on the phone it might be a little different, but you have a 4+ in your proficiency bonus to make it easy.
Okay.
Oh, thank
You're welcome. Just make it a little easy for you.
Okay. How do you want me to do this, Robert?
So let's see. You're gonna do. We're gonna do sleight of hand again for it.
And so you know, Art, in the new rules for D&D 2024 edition, now with them, to pick a lock, if it's a normal lock, it's not a magical lock, it would be, it says pick a lock at DC 15 or disarm a trap at DC 15. So if you think it's a normal door or whatever, it would be a DC 15 to unlock it.
Okay.
They don't have it that tools have innate abilities with them, which is kind of cool.
Interesting.
So
All right.
you can make it as
Normal
simple
metal
as
door.
that.
What is it, Robert?
Oh, no.
It's a door made of metal.
A door!
Okay.
It's a metal door if you've ever seen one.
So that's 23.
So
Did I actually gamble with Chrysalis's life?
That's a really good roll.
I think I have something, but at the same time, I don't know if it'll work in this situation.
the as you're
So
as you're
scared right
picking
now.
the lock on this door, you can smell these acrid chemicals. And there's this clear scent of like smoke billowing in the air behind you. But suddenly, you hear a clicking sound inside of the door, and it swings open.
Oh, thank God.
I love you,
I'm
man.
gonna grab Chrysalis and I'm gonna be like, let's get the fuck out of here and run.
Okay,
And without any
I'm
hesitation,
gonna blow this place up.
Oh
he
no.
runs.
you guys run.
We keep
You
blowing.
reach the front door.
We just run out the front door. We're running.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Norlin, if you remember, bolted the front door, so there's
We
several
did.
bolts on the front door.
But we have the keys. Right?
You
Yeah,
do.
but there's a lot of keys. That's why I picked the lock.
Oh, God.
Well, what you do
Are there
notice
windows?
is that the bolts are literally deadbolts.
Oh,
Hand
fuck yeah.
manual
fuck yeah.
deadbolts.
Oh, that's not bad.
We can do this.
Good. Robert.
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
Before we go to the front door, can I
Mhm.
slam the basement door shut and try to freeze it in place, leaving him down there?
You monster.
Yes, you can.
How would I
Is
do
Vale
that?
still heading over to the front door?
As Chrysalis is freezing the door, I'm undoing the deadbolts.
The deadbolts. Well, let's see. I need you to cast an ice spell. Which one do you think would suit it?
Fuck. Okay. I'll do chill to the marrow. No,
Okay.
I don't want to use another third level. Okay, I got this. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. No, that's a bad idea. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just do ice knife. I'm gonna do first level ice knife. I'm gonna.
Chuck it at the door.
I'm not gonna aim it directly at the door because I don't want the force to break the door open. I'm gonna aim it right on the side of the door, and it's gonna explode.
Okay.
So I do have to. I don't know if you would want me to roll for the bludgeoning, since it's not a person. 'Cause you
In
still have
this
to make
case,
a dexterity saving throw.
In this case, we won't worry about it because it's an object. So
Okay.
you slam the door shut behind you. Vale is over, busy unbolting the door. You cast ice knife on the side of the door. This spray of ice covers the door, and it looks like it's pretty solidly frozen. But just as soon as you finish casting it, you hear a boom from behind the door.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hurry
Both
the
of you
fuck
roll.
up, Chrysalis!
I want both of you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
No!
Dexterity saving throw. I used
Oh, he's
my
got 0!
Oh my god!
Roll high.
Okay.
I'm so scared right now. This is bad.
What the hell, guys?
I love their shenanigans.
You gotta love it. Hopefully it won't kill them someday. Whoa, that
No,
spin was
it's-
crazy on there.
It's a 10. Wait for
Better
me.
Yeah.
17?
17? All right.
For who? Who rolled 17?
Vale got a 17?
You got a
Oh,
17?
fuck, no, he did not.
What'd you get?
Brother got a 1.
You got a 1?
Oh!
Don't even say that!
Does the ice
No!
help at all? Like,
I'm at the front door, by the way. I'm at
All
the
right.
front door.
No.
Okay.
I'm a little bit
Oh,
behind Vale because I
no.
froze the door.
Vale manages to fling the front door open. Just as the door opens, a huge eruption explodes inside of the basement. Chrysalis is standing by the frozen door. The door, in an instant, is blown off its hinges. The metal door careens into Chrysalis. Chrysalis is thrown through the air as the room behind the door begins to envelop in this large green flamed explosion.
Question.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
You haven't rolled damage yet, have you?
No. Well, no.
I don't even know how much damage I've taken for my fucking shoulder wound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For that, by the way, Sydney, take about 4 points of damage away for that.
Or okay.
Mhm.
Kevin.
Yes.
You remember my cold reflection spell?
Mm-hmm.
Would this could be considered a projectile?
It'd be up. I don't know where it is. Is it considered a projectile? It's like
If the
problem
door
is,
flying at him.
yes, technically it would be, but the problem is that this is happening in milliseconds.
Yeah, it's an explosion, so it's like.
Okay, I'll do something else.
Okay.
I was gonna try to help Vale, but it seems as though I cannot.
I
So-
also forgot that Vale is like low-key kind of crazy.
I think Hazel and Ad are gonna find them pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah,
Follow
this
the
isn't gonna be
explosion.
hard. We heard a massive explosion.
I am going to
Always
react with Frostmend,
Mhm.
and it's gonna put me into a solid frozen statue, basically, and nothing can break the ice. It also heals me, but I have to call it before the damage is dealt.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So you cast the spell as you're flying through the air, pinned behind this metal door.
He becomes a refrigerator in Indiana Jones. Crystal
He's
Skull.
literally you solidify in this case of ice behind the metal door that you're pinned behind. This metal and ice cocoon rockets through the air, and the metal door meets the front door, explodes through the front door, and slams into the alley wall outside, careens to the ground, and you're now the icy side of this that you're cocooned in is now laying on the ground, and you're spinning around in circles like a turtle on its back.
Oh my god.
But unfortunately, this metal door, as it careened through the front door, directly hit Vale. And Vale, this hits the back of Vale's back and head, and literally just knocks him flat to the ground of the alley directly outside the front door. You and the metal door just narrowly miss Vale as you're spinning around on the ground. Vale, you're gonna take 20 points of damage.
Oh,
Thank God.
Damn. It's a bad
God.
hit.
I
I could not get hit by that fire, dude. I would have died.
So you're in a frozen state. Vale's prone on the ground. You guys hear that there is still rumblings and explosions coming from inside of the building.
I'm
Barbara?
gonna jump up.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm frozen for 1 round. How do I know when that's over?
A round would be
2 minute.
a minute.
Okay. So I'm frozen for a minute.
Okay. But you cannot be harmed?
I
Correct?
cannot be harmed. It cannot be broken.
Okay. Sydney, roll another dexterity saving throw.
Oh no!
Why'd you do this to me? I say as if this is not all my fault. The 7.
Oh, damn!
Did you plus your plus?
That's with my bonus.
Down.
Oh,
Okay.
I rolled a 3, but I have a +4 in dexterity.
I'm still listening. Continue.
Did you jack of all trades? You're jack of all trades.
Oh yeah, jack of all trades.
I keep forgetting I have Jack of all trades. I don't.
You also have an uncanny dodge. Potentially could work.
I forget what Jack of all trades says.
Jack of all trades.
That's the card you have, right?
No, it's a thing I have.
Oh, it's a trait.
I think
Yeah.
it's like add proficiency bonus or something like that. Or add +1 everything, something like that.
Help.
It's adds. Looks like 1/2 proficiency bonus to all ability checks that you aren't proficient in.
And you are proficient in dexterity.
So, unfortunately, that would not work in this case.
Yeah.
Uncanny dodge halves the damage of incoming. It's your reaction. Potentially could work.
I think I'm just gonna keep it at the 7.
The 7. All right. So, Vale manages to stand up. But something feels off in your leg.
Oh.
And you're having a hard time seeing because from where your face hit the pavement, there's blood gushing down from your forehead and into your eyes. You start stumbling down the alley
How did this?
as
You rolled a 1.
get a perfect little Harry Potter lightning bolt right there.
Does it hurt?
You hear from behind you another huge explosion erupt from the shop. You suddenly feel this intense heat behind you as you're being whisked off your feet and thrown through the air. Your vision goes black as you're suddenly tumbling and free falling in midair. You land with a hard kind of crack sound onto what feels like pavement, and you can smell burning flesh.
Oh.
Yum.
You take 20 points of damage.
Another 20.
Is it fire damage?
Yes, it is.
Because I'm resistant to fire.
Yeah.
So you take 10 damage. Okay. So
How noticeable is
After-
that explosion?
noticeable.
Yes, you a nice neighborhood.
As you
It was not
Start-
a nice neighborhood.
No, it wasn't. This isn't a loss.
It's worse
Um,
now.
So after what feels like a moment that kind of just drags on forever, you kind of regain your vision and consciousness, and Vale, your vision kicks back in, and you see that you have landed out on the street outside the alley, and the building that the shop was in, the large stone building, is just a pile of ruins.
Oh, God.
Oh,
And
my
the building to the left of it has also taken significant damage and is crumbling as well.
Bill's just sitting there on the sidewalk, and he's like covered in blood, little smoky, and he's just fucking laughing.
I feel like the little tip of his hair is burning on fire.
A horrified group of bystanders watch as a slightly charred tiefling laughs maniacally, sitting on the ground, blood gushing from his forehead. Your shoulder is currently on fire.
Oh my god!
Had it dead. Had it out.
Oh my god!
All right.
No, he's fucking sitting there, just like maniacally laughing.
There is a horrified bystander standing directly next to you. He's an elven man. His face is flushed white, and he looks at you laughing maniacally on the ground there, and he says, "What happened?"
Oh no!
That building just exploded.
Yeah.
Were you inside?
Just outside, really. I think I hit my head.
Yes, you. The man kind of crouches down towards you. You look you look severely injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen my friend?
Am I still spinning on the ground?
That's a good question.
Or is he covered in rubble?
I'm sorry.
Well, I
what?
was knocked outside, I think.
Yeah,
I got knocked outside.
Yeah, it lasts for a
Well,
minute.
you were in the
ice.
alley.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm in
Yeah.
the alley,
Good.
Yeah.
but I'm not inside the building.
No.
I'm in the alley.
Yeah. The man says, your friend?
Yeah, my friend. About 6 foot, white hair, devilishly handsome, but not like me.
I haven't
Sneezes and
seen
the ice breaks.
I haven't seen anyone else. I maybe I should help you get to a cleric.
I'm fine. I'm just gonna find my friend. And Vale's gonna stand up, and he's gonna like dust himself off, and he's gonna just kind of like wobble around and look for Chrysalis.
The man and the collective crowd of people that are now drawing close to the rubble of this building are all staring at you as you Jack Sparrow walk away.
And he's just gonna yell, Chrysalis! Chrysalis!
There is no reply.
Oh no.
Oh man.
What do you want to do?
doing? He's just gonna continue looking for Chrysalis, just calling out, Chrysalis! Hello!
Roll perception for me.
Okay.
Robert, I don't like that evil smile on your face.
18.
It was
Thank
what?
fucking
Never
God.
go when you see the DM smiling.
18.
Chrysalis.
He's
So
rolling
Vale,
shit, man.
Vale is kind of woozy and drunkenly wandering around, calling for Chrysalis, when he hears something clatter to the ground nearby him. Vale looks up and notices there's some debris falling from a building that was across the street from the one that exploded. Glancing up, he sees what looks like a metal door with ice encased around the one side of it, lodged into and slightly sticking into the interior of a building about 2 stories up.
Oh man.
Oh, what? What?
So it's just a block of ice up there.
The door with Chrysalis stuck to the side of it is lodged into the side of a 2-story building across the street.
But he's back to himself again. He's just normal Chrysalis.
Oh, he's encased in ice.
It only lasts a minute though.
Yep. This is all happened in less than a minute.
I see.
Yep.
That
But
means I'm
speaking
gonna
of which,
fucking fall
speaking of which,
when I thought.
almost as soon as Vale notices this, the ice on the door begins to unthaw.
Oh my god.
Roll about 2 stories.
Oh, just 2 stories. Just 2 stories.
Um,
Oh no.
roll a athletics check for me.
Oh, Chrysalis is not athletic.
He never made a sports team.
He never made the sports team. Magic is all he has.
He could have gone for
It's all I
hockey.
have.
Okay, let's see. Please, Jesus. D&D, Jesus.
You're like, come on.
It's 11.
Okay.
It's better than-
You unthaw on the side of this door. Now you were directly facing this door when it hit you. So where you are, you're still staring into the door. As when you unthawed, you're looking into the door. When suddenly the ice completely unthaws and you begin to fall. As you're falling, you feel your back collide with something hard, and you tumble backwards. You realize that you are lying on the carpeted interior of a building.
Oh my god.
Am I in pain? Like, did I survive this fall?
The fall itself, you only fell about 10 feet.
Okay.
It's
So I'm
building
inside now.
Into the interior of this building.
Is it the
So-
building? Oh no.
Okay, so,
But you did
Okay.
get hit by a metal door.
oh no.
Take 12 points of damage.
Oh god, okay. Could be worse. Okay.
So, as you're regaining your senses here, you hear a loud clattering as the metal door that you were stuck to crashes to the ground to the left of you. It does not hit you, but it's now lying near next to you.
I'm just gonna be like, he kind of like breathes in. He looks around.
And you
Is there
realize
any like? Okay, hold on. What's up?
you realize that you are what appears to be inside of some kind of office building with seamstresses. And
Oh my god.
there's an entire floor of seamstresses staring in open mouth horror as you stand up and brush yourself off.
I love this.
Chrysalis stops for a second, looks around, smiles a little bit, and then looks for the exit.
Hey! Are you gonna pay for that?
Pay for what?
This kind of older halfling woman points at the gaping hole in the side of the building.
Oh, that. Sure. I'll be back with some money to pay for that.
Roll persuasion.
This is hell. These poor guys.
This is fucking hilarious.
This is way too good.
Okay, I have a +8 in persuasion.
Yo.
I love when they hang out.
You gotta love, whenever they end up doing something alone.
Things happen.
We really should not leave them
So,
alone
19.
ever.
Heck yeah.
This halfling woman stares hard at you. What? All right, so long as you're going to come back.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'm pretty trustworthy. My name's John.
John what?
Just John.
John?
I never really had any parents.
Oh.
The best lies are sprinkled with truth.
I mean, it's true. It's true.
It is true.
I don't really know what that means, but so long as you're going to pay for the damages.
Oh yeah. Rest assured, I'll be back. How do I get out of here?
The woman lets out a sigh of relief. The exit's over there, and she points to these double doors across the room.
Chrysalis kind of just skips to the door.
Never trust a guy who says I'm a trustworthy guy.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
You travel down about 2 flights of stairs, find yourself at the ground floor of this building, manage to make your way out its front doors, and out into the street, where you see crowds of people staring in horror at the ruined building, which is now, there's this dark greenish smoke emanating from its
Did
ruins.
it destroy other buildings, like the other shops near it too?
It partially destroyed the building that was on the left side of the alley as well.
Damn. That was a pretty good explosion.
Yes. You're watching as there are crowds staring at these ruins, but you also notice there's a circle of a crowd watching as Vale kind of drunkenly stumbles around the street, shouting, "Chrysalis!"
You hear, it's almost like timed very, like, I feel like cinematically. You hear, here's Chrysalis! And all of a sudden you hear, and he starts running. He starts jogging towards Vale. And the first thing he's gonna do when he reaches Vale is give Vale his health potion that he bought.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So, which one did I buy? It was a Supreme Health Potion.
Very good.
So it's a 1d4 plus 20 as a bonus action. It says one action is 60 HP. So how do I do that?
It's
So if it would be, you would not count it as an action. You just count it as what it can give you the full amount. Because when you're in action, you'll roll 1d8 or like you'll roll a certain amount up to the point like of that.
But what
health
but
potion.
what I'm saying is it says a supreme version of a standard health potion. One action is 60 HP. A bonus action is 1d4 plus
So
20. So would I do the 1d4 plus 20 or 60
No, you'll just
HP?
do the 60 HP instantly.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna
Unless you're
say-
in combat, and then in combat you might roll because you can use it. Either you don't want to use it as an action, you could basically take the health potion and take half the health it gives you.
because Vale can just drink it at
That's
his
a
leisure.
homebrew for people who are in the audience. That's a homebrew we have. So you can do it as an action to take the full health, or use a bonus action to take 10d4 plus 20, which will be then the equivalent of that same potion. But you might get half the potion because you're in a rush.
So Vale would instantly just get all those health points.
So luckily, because you're out of combat, you guys need to take full 60 health points for Vale.
So Vale can swig back this health potion. His tail is on fire.
That's it out.
So that's 34 points I get back immediately?
I gotta
Yes.
gotta
That is
ask, Guard. Did Hazel and Adler hear any of that?
Probably.
Did Ash?
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, did
That's
they
so
did they
much
all
better.
three hear that?
So
So after I take
about
that potion,
uh-huh.
I'm gonna turn to Chrysalis and I'm gonna say, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
And then he kind of
Uh-huh.
reaches his backpack and he's like, "Look what I got!" And he shows you the 6 green potions he got from the shop.
Fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Well, at least we got something out of this.
He still got potions.
So about 5 minutes ago,
Oh, Robert, one
Mhm.
question: how would I put that in my inventory? What would I? Because we
we'll
don't know
add
what
it.
it is.
Unknown potion.
Literally, we're gonna put. You have 6 unknown green potions. We'll
Okay.
add that later, though.
I'll have Kevin do it.
Yeah, I'll
Mhm.
do that.
I don't know how to do it.
So, about 5 minutes ago, while Ash was still in the nicer, more opulent side of town, and while Hazel and Adler were making their way to a bookstore, they heard from somewhere deep within the city an echoing boom.
Oh god.
And for the moment, we will turn to Adler and Hazel as they just heard this.
Did you hear that? She like looks at him, confused.
Yeah, I did. Can I have Adler try to locate where you heard it from?
Roll perception.
Do they shoot fireworks here, or she like turns the core?
I'm using my inspiration.
Nice.
I don't know why
Is that
my
a 1?
rolls have been so bad. Yeah, it's a
No, mine too. Mine have been ass.
so
It's been
bad.
a rough one.
And not the good.
That's my perception, right, Art?
Yep.
11.
11. Okay. So Adler's straining to figure out where this sound came from. As Core's sitting there going, Kings Bay is not really a very festive city, so that's probably, to my best guess, an explosion.
So pirates? Did they attack the city?
Well, Kings Bay is a very protected city, very fortified, so it would be unusual for them to successfully attack the city. I don't really have an explanation. It's hopefully not some kind of mad terrorist attack from the inside.
We really have to find Chrysalis and Vale.
That's her first.
It's the first thing she thinks
the
of.
first. That's the first thing Cora thinks of is just like she looks at Adler and Cora and is like, we really got to find Chrysalis, Vale, and Ash.
Adler was not able to discern the location of where this explosion came from.
Let's get our book and hurrying back.
Okay, so
Because she can't really discern if there's anything to it besides just a distant sound, so she's not gonna feel the need to investigate at this point.
I think I might know a good place. Solar had mentioned it to me last night.
He's a bit of a bookworm, so okay.
I think I might be able to find the way. Follow me.
And she's kind of, as she's falling behind Cora, she's like, I just thought maybe you might want to get out of there for a bit. I know he can be a little stifling.
Who?
Solar.
Oh,
Thought you could use a break.
Solar can be, he has high expectations, but I am grateful for them.
Seems like an asshole.
It's okay. You can be honest with Cor. We're not gonna tell him anything. He's was quite rude to me and my friends. Assumed some pretty awful things of me. That was not true.
Well, how do I put this? Solar can be
Disgusting things. She looks down. Her like,
Why do I
like a
imagine her face
50-yard
is bright
stare.
red?
She like a 50-yard stare, just staring into the
Somewhere
ground.
in the city, Vale's ears are burning.
Core says, Solar can be, how can I put this delicately? A jerk sometimes.
Oh, that's
Well, we all have to deal with jerks once in a while.
So
There was a thought in her head, and she
There
kept
was
to
a thought.
herself.
There was a thought.
She just kept to herself.
Core
Somehow it was Horker throwing Scrim in the air.
Core starts guiding you along somewhere. And at first he seems a little lost, and then suddenly he starts quickly guiding you down streets, and he seems to have a sense of direction of where he's going. You find yourself near the city's center in a very opulent area when you see a large lizard man walking down the street.
Well, there's only one of those.
I hope that's Ash.
She's like, Ash? And she calls out.
Ash has got like
She
a
turns
shopping
around,
bag.
it's a lizard man with a big white mustache. Excuse me.
We don't all look alike!
You think all of us are the same here?
We're individuals!
I think she tells Cora, I think it's that's Ash, and she's like waving at him, trying to get his attention.
Oh no!
Did that one be found?
What does Ash want to do?
I wasn't done yet.
You don't have to be.
He just ignores her.
What are you guys doing here? I thought you guys would be at the inn still.
Well, everyone went out shopping, so we thought we'd get some books. Something to read.
Well,
Pass the time.
I
really-
am going to go continue my shopping.
What are you shopping for?
Yeah, buddy. What are you shopping for?
Weapons.
Can I go with Ash?
You don't want a book, Adler?
No.
It's a weapon
What's
for your
up?
mind.
You seem like you got pretty good company, and you see Adler just takes his fist back and he punches Cora
Core.
in the shoulder.
Ow. Well, I mean, if don't you just want to sharpen your minds instead of your swords?
I can do both. Looking for weapons.
All right. I'll see you guys back at the inn. You're heading back to the inn afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we are a bit on a time crunch. I think they're pretty pissed off with us.
Yeah, we gotta find Iceman, Vale.
I'll look for crystals after. I sure hope. No.
unconcerned.
She looked over. She's like, "No, there's no way." Explosion. Her mind just kind of looks. She's like, "No, they were only gone for 30 minutes.
Well,
I'll find them."
Oh
if
no.
they did,
30 minutes is a long time for failing crystals.
what were you going to say, Brendo?
if they did, good on them.
Well, happy shopping.
Core turns to Hazel as they're starting to walk off, and he says, "A weapon for the mind. That was very good."
Yeah, I thought of that one in a moment. She looks super impressed.
Adler looks at Ash and he's like, "Thank you. Really, they're like a couple of schoolgirls."
So sad.
Well, honestly, I was done shopping. I just wanted to go see what the explosion was about.
Of course he did.
Well, heck yeah, buddy. Lead the way.
Oh man.
Now, can I roll perception to see
Yes.
if I...
Yes, you can.
Thank God you did not take Hazel with you. She's gonna kill Chrysalis if she finds out. It's really good she doesn't find out about this.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Whoa!
Oh, baby!
Whoa!
25.
Yes!
Thank
In-
God.
In an instant, Ash kind of glances up and sees that there is billows of dark green smoke in the distance.
You walk towards the green smoke piling.
You guys,
There could be a fight going on. He's ready for this.
you guys walk about a block or so, and you come upon this scene of these crowds of people, and now there's guards, city guards gathered around too, trying to block people away from the
Did we?
I
Burning-
didn't think about that.
the burning
Did we get
ruins.
away? Because we were like, let's get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm wondering.
There can be wanted criminals now.
The,
That's uncommon. That's pretty common by this point.
you
That's
guys
like-
are gaze. It's a canon event for them wherever they go.
It is. There's a reason why we're called Firestarters.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep.
We didn't start the fire.
But we did. But we did.
D&D version of it, guys.
Yeah, it's our official theme song at this point.
Listen. We may have started the fire, but I mean,
We didn't
technically,
finish.
It was already there.
Exactly.
That guy
Vale
just
didn't
left
start
those.
the fire.
That guy just left those powder
the
kegs
table
around.
started the fire.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the potion just fell off the shelf by itself.
Exactly.
Yes.
If it wasn't
No
those
one-
disgusting hands, they wouldn't have knocked off.
It couldn't have been helped.
Couldn't have been
So,
helped.
Adler and Ash are staring at the crumbling ruins of this building that has got billows of green smoke emanating from it. When they see two familiar faces walking arm in arm out of the crowd, and it is Chrysalis and a partially charred Vale stumbling towards them.
Barely walking at this point.
Hey! So, having a party without us, huh?
I see how it
What are you talking
is.
about?
Oh, that. Talking about the smoke.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that wasn't us.
sure.
You're charred and burned up saying this.
Vale's tail.
Vale's covered in blood and
Vale's tail is still on fire.
Can Adler come up and just like take his two fingers and pinch the tail to like put out the fire?
Yes, you are able to.
So I'm only gonna ask one question. I want you both to answer truthfully.
Maybe.
He looks at Chrysalis.
Big smile.
You see like a big smile on his face, but nervousness in his eyes.
He's like shaking.
Did they deserve it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
No question
Oh.
about it.
Well, can't be helped.
And just like that,
It's- They're the cool uncles. No.
They are
Yep.
the cool uncle.
Well, We're not telling mom and dad about that one.
So,
with that-
Because we know that I know that Ash is 19, but how old is Adler?
Adler is 30, 38, I think he is.
I was gonna say 38. I think.
So it's the cool uncle and the cool nephew.
there
Ah,
you
yes. The big barbarian relatives here.
Yeah.
So, what does the group want to do?
I'm gonna go back to the hotel.
Like as if nothing happened.
Like
I am
Like,
going
oh,
to
when'd you get back?
pull one of the potions out, hand it to Adler, and ask him if he knows what it is.
Oh, the poison? Or potion, I mean?
we don't know what it is.
Can
Poison.
I roll art?
Yeah, you can.
Mm.
Do insight.
Mm.
I'm gonna
He's not resistant to poison, is he? Or anything, right, Adler? Is he?
He just chugs it.
Just curious, because I mean,
No.
I feel like for some reason I feel like Adler would know something. That's why I asked him.
I think it's a good insight. Honestly, I really feel like he probably would, knowing him.
13.
Okay, so you're examining it in your hand, and it is this greenish, bright green, viscous fluid floating around inside of this bottle. From what you can identify, this is an acid of some sort.
He you see him take less than a drop, and he swishes it in his mouth. This is acid, guys.
Like, what kind of acid? No, I'm just kidding.
The good kind, the
The
bad
green
kind.
kind.
He's already been on an acid trip, Chrysalis. So I think he's like,
That's true.
I don't need any more of that.
Magical mushrooms, man.
He ate a whole barrel of them.
Yes, he did.
Nearly
That-
died.
Would be interesting.
Yeah, he went on a
God, that was
magical
before
mystery tour. It was
Vale
amazing.
too. He was
Yeah,
already
it was.
getting the mischief before, but then Vale just made it worse.
So
Up the ante on that.
That's kind of his thing.
It is.
true. So Vale's heading back to the hotel. What's everyone else doing?
Adler will go back. If the
I'm gonna go back
Go
too.
back.
So as everyone starts making their way back to the inn, Cor and Hazel have reached their bookshop, and it's this hole-in-the-wall bookshop, but it's filled with all sorts of impressive tomes ranging from all sorts of different subjects.
Ooh. You see Hazel light up like a little schoolgirl. She's very excited when she sees the books. Little candy store for her. And she's like, I don't even know where to start. I guessed history. We should look for the book first. And she starts kind of looking and browsing through history on the Moonshay.
Okay.
She's hoping to find a book that might help her be more educated on it.
So as you're browsing through the history section, you find a rather large navy blue book that is an extended history on the Moonshay Isles.
Yes. She immediately grabs that.
Mm-hmm.
And she still seems unsatisfied that she wants to have something else, so she's browsing a few other books that they have there. If them catch her eye.
So you're going along the shelves there, and Cor's browsing with you, and he goes, "Oh," and he pulls down this dusty gray tome, and it says, "Creatures of the Night, a guide to vanquishing the undead."
Well, that was a lucky find. She's taking that. She grabs from his hand. She's stacking them as she's going through. she's like, I need something to read while I sleep before I go to bed. And she's looking for something. She's looking for like something else, more like fiction, romance. She's looking for more like in that direction.
Oh, okay.
Something catches your eye immediately.
On his
It's
books.
Nina's gift her for her birthday.
It's a bright red book, and it says, "The Princess and the Tiefling Pirate Prince."
She looks at it. She looks at Core, and then looks at the book, and then she just happens to like make it like she didn't, but sneak it under the big blue book. Why is it? She looks at it. She's like, "Why is it sealed? Why is there wrap all over it?"
Kevin, you're learning.
Oh. Oh.
She seems super confused.
It's like one of these.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. She's like, this is so weird. I don't know. Everybody else is not wrapped. Okay. She's like, cool.
Core looks at several of the.
Yes.
Core looks at several of the other rap books on the shelf, and he goes, "Oh, I've never read one of those kind of books."
Oh, she grabs one randomly and just shoves it his way. She says, "You'll thank me later." she sends one his way.
And he looks at the cover of it. It says, "Too many Minotaurs, too little time."
Oh!
Well, that's an interesting title.
She's like, I mean, it's
Hold
only
on.
fantasy.
Wait a minute. I have not read this book.
No.
I need to preface this. I have not read this book. But I've heard of this book.
Oh no.
Did I stumble upon something?
Yeah, it's called The Morning Glory. Okay.
Oh no.
It's called The Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Oh my god.
That title alone sounds so bad.
I'm already worried.
This is the cover.
Oh god!
No way!
That's probably
That's
about what Core is holding right there.
That is literally the book, and she's like, "I'll buy it for you. Don't worry." And I'm gonna go to. I'm kind of glad to hear that actually.
And I actually refuse to read it.
I wonder why.
Well,
listen, I've read some filth in my life, but Jesus.
You're like, I have a fucking limit on that shit.
You didn't read it, but Core's about to.
Oh my, he's gonna get changed, man, from this play on Core.
Oh god.
Wait until Solar finds it. No. He's like, I have to read something new.
The bathroom.
He's like, oh, what's this? A history of Minotaurs? So I'm gonna also go up to the front desk, first at the front desk. Kind of bringing all my books. And she looks, and what do they look like, this person?
It's this kind of studious red-haired elf woman. She's young and seems to be disinterested in anything besides sorting the books that she has on her shelf there.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you, sorry, hi. She's like, kind of jumped to conclusions. She's like, do you have any books on Shantia? It's for a friend of mine. I would like them to like have a deeper knowledge of her. And how wonderful she is.
She turns and kind of lights up and is suddenly very interested in what you're proposing. Are you a druid?
Yes I am.
Oh, well, here, I'll right over here. She guides you to a shelf that's full of books on theology, and she pulls down a green covered book that is the Lessons of Shantia.
Hey, she's like, I'll take that. And do you have any just picture books?
Suddenly, suddenly her expression drops. What kind of picture books?
You know, maybe for like early learning.
on
Aww.
reading or just anything that's entertaining. That's a picture book.
What do I see Vale pulling on the tabs to make the little
So you don't have
swords
to
go?
read as much, but just enjoy pictures of it.
She seems a little annoyed, and she reaches over to a small shelf and pulls out. I think this would suffice. It is a cover depicting a small Luweran elf snuggling in a bed with a moon outside the window, and it says "Good night, Moonshay" on the cover.
That's adorable. I'm not gonna lie. So she's like, that seems. What's it about?
It's about saying good night.
That's, it's probably fine. It's a start. It's a start.
It's a start.
So how much for all these books?
So she takes them over to the counter, tallies it up. Altogether, that's going to be 150 gold.
150 gold. Deal. And
All right.
So nothing from Vale.
Didn't even attempt to haggle.
no,
Didn't even
she's honest.
That seems
She's an
reasonable.
honest person. Never a haggler. Totally lie. She loves haggling businesses, but she has a respect for writers.
So as you guys step back outside the shop, you realize
Vale a book and he blew up a shop.
He doesn't deserve a book. He doesn't deserve a book.
he doesn't need to say goodnight.
She almost asked her, "Does it have fire in it? Is this thing with fire in it?"
Good night explosion. Good night property damage. So as you guys step out back into the street, you notice that the sun is kind of almost at noonday in the sky.
Oh,
Interesting.
And you realize, suddenly, it occurs to you that you were in that bookstore you got lost in that bookstore for a pretty lengthy amount of time.
oh, shoot! And she looks up at the sky. She's like, "We really better hurry and get back."
Oh no, Master Typer will be upset.
It's
Oh
okay.
yeah, they were on a time crunch.
Yes, and they actually made it back before they did.
The miscreants made it back.
She's like, "Okay, I'll just explain everything and hide this." And she puts the Minotaur book in his bag.
No. Oh, all right.
And she just gives like a
don't
smile.
know. I don't know what there is to hide about Minotaurs, but okay.
I wouldn't let Salar read that. He probably wouldn't enjoy it. Or actually, maybe you should let Salar read that book. It may loosen him up a little bit. She pulls Core by his arm with her.
He is always interested in learning about new animal behaviors.
Oh. He's gonna learn a lot from that. she grabs Core's arm and is like trying to hurry back towards the tavern.
So, roll athletics for me.
All right.
Run, Hazel, run.
She got run. I'm gonna use this one. That's an 11. She has 0 in athletics.
You guys do your best to run your way back to the inn, but Kings Bay is so large that you're having a hard time navigating your way back.
Oh
It
no.
takes it takes about an hour before you guys actually
Ouch.
see the Gull's Eye Inn in the
Man.
distance.
Damn.
As you guys burst through the doors of the Gull's Eye Inn, you see that the group is all standing inside. Now, by the way, did Chrysalis and Vale get mended up or bathed while they were here?
Yeah.
Chrysalis took a bath and he's sitting at I feel like he's sitting at the little bar stand And he's
Oh, yeah.
probably eating something right now.
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Probably.
Berkeley makes some mean flapjacks. So while Vale was getting cleaned up, he noticed there was this striking pain, like in his lower back. And upon further examination, you realize that a doorknob was lodged into the right side of your lower back.
Oh my god. It was
And-
stuck there?
Huh?
Even though I took that healing potion?
Well, it didn't wound you severely. It just kind of healed around the doorknob.
Oh, that must have sucked.
You were able to yank it out, but now there is a nasty circular scar on your
Nice.
lower back.
Oh my god, now you can write in your details you have a scar from a doorknob on your back. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Lower back scar from a doorknob.
I feel like
Like
it's like
right above-
right above
That's
his
a story.
ass.
It's like a tramp stamp.
Right above
When they ask, "Where'd you get that scar?" you say, "Don't let the door hit you where the door should have bit you."
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
Jeez.
you guys step in, and everyone's sitting around the bar, and Tiber is standing in the center of the room with his arms folded, tapping his foot, staring at both of you.
Yes.
You wouldn't believe it. While I was looking around for the bookstore, this explosion happened.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
There's some kind of attack in the city.
And
Yeah.
it caused a chaos, and everyone was running, so me and Core got stuck.
You hear Chrysalis? Crazy.
Crazy.
Master Solar, I'm so sorry that we had the time we books.
And the people running, the chaos, and she like grabs Core, like shut the fuck up. Jeez. It was a lot. It was so we got stuck in a crowd, and it was really hard.
He puts his hand up. What's done is done. Time is spent. But considering this attack on the city, it's all the more imperative that we reach the king. And for all we know, this explosion might be connected with the other supposed attacks that are happening around Gwyneth. Perhaps the vampires that we're looking for are right here in this town.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, either. That's crazy.
But all the more reason for us to proceed so that we can begin our investigation properly with the king's blessing.
I agree. Apologies. But I did find some books that could help us, so that's a plus.
Well, that's good. Shall we proceed with our journey?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Berkeley perks up at the back of the bar. Thank you, all again for saving my business.
You're welcome, Berkeley. I hope you have a good flow of customers now.
I will once everything's prepared.
All in a matter of time.
Hey, no more pirates. Okay.
Well, yes.
Yeah. Put a big sign on
in the
door.
future.
No pirates.
I don't think that's wise, but I understand your sentiment. Thank you all again.
Hire bodyguards or something.
Probably a good idea.
That's something I hadn't
Couldn't hurt.
thought of. Yes, I may do that.
Yeah, but just be careful. You don't want pirates.
No.
As your bodyguards. And he kind of looks at you with this kind of like puzzled face.
I'll start asking around the harbor tomorrow.
Well, then we'll take our leave. And she kind of gives a little bow to him.
Farewell, Berkeley. May your business thrive. Well, everyone, let's get on the road.
Is it safe to travel roads at night? Is this
Well-
a fair situation?
No. Frankly, which is one of the reasons that time is of the essence.
So, will we make it to the castle in time?
Doesn't matter. Let's go.
I'm just trying to think ahead.
Tiber is already walking.
Okay.
Tiber is already walking out the front door. We still have a journey ahead of us before we reach Castle Vadiel.
Okay. And she just kind of follows after them.
All right. So you guys are walking through the city. It is about 3 in the afternoon by the time that you guys reach the edge of Kings Bay. And you stare out into a rustic countryside unfurling in front of you. Full of green fields and elm trees that are starting to turn an orange hue in the autumn air.
Aw, pretty.
Are we walking?
You are currently walking.
Okay. Can Hazel sidle up next to Chrysalis?
Sure.
She's like, hey,
Oh,
so what'd you get?
Well, you hear in your head, Vale. Should I tell her we bought poison, or should I keep that to myself?
Just tell her we went window shop.
We went window shopping.
Window shopping? You guys seem like you're dead set on leaving and running out the door.
Yeah. Well,
What'd you window
it's a new
shop?
place. You know, I just wanted to look around.
Can I tell if he's nervous? Like, can I tell if he seems a little bit iffy on that?
Yeah. So, Jake, roll your deception against
I got a good deception.
Hazel's
Maybe insight,
perception.
right? Insight usually
Or
for
insight.
that one.
Yeah, insight for this.
Okay, so deception.
Oh, that's terrible. That's a 3 plus 2. Just don't roll a 1.
Oh,
Hold
jinx.
on.
I want to jinx him.
So that is a 12 plus 8,
Oh, yeah.
so that is 20.
Okay, yeah, she has
You stare into his
cold blue eyes.
his
Or
gold
green
blue
eyes,
eye.
green eyes.
Yeah,
His-
green.
You stare into his honest, boyish green eyes, and this kid is telling the truth.
Oh yeah. She just stares and she's like, "That's cool." And she starts fishing through her bag. She's like, "I got you something."
Oh, what is it?
And I just thought, you know,
Is this like a birthday
you're right.
present?
And she seems taken aback. Yes. Yeah.
'Cause I remember you said you were gonna get me something.
Exactly. I did. She just looks down, kind of like taken aback a bit, and she's like, "You're right. Something just all that sitting and praying and all that it doesn't teach you enough, you know." And she rips out the book on Shantia, and she's like, "I want you to read this." And I figured, you know, it'd be great for you to like all the wonderful benefits and the customs. Did you know that the best way to sanctify a marriage is to consummate the marriage naked in the fields? They'll hear us all this.
I feel like
Under the
Adler was,
moonlight.
like sipping water from his water skin. He just spit it out through his mouth. Like,
She's like, under the moonlight and under the embrace of Shantia. See, it's not just all boring stuff in there.
Hazel, you glance up, and you see that Core is staring at you as you're walking, and as soon as you make eye contact, he quickly turns.
And there's also harvest festivals that are really cool.
You hear again. And he kind of grabs the book and he's like, "Thank you."
I was just thinking because if you were to, you know,
So, if this is anything like your damn rituals. Adler just pulls out his drum and he starts slightly playing his
I'm
drum
just
as we're walking.
thinking ahead because you did say you met that girl. Apparently, I don't know about.
Oh,
It was,
wow.
Which I still don't know about. And if you were,
Oh.
you know, interested in that.
Okay, thank you.
He's like,
Okay.
You see
what was
his
her name?
face-
What was her name? Her
you see
name?
his
What was
face burn bright red.
For a blue, snowy guy,
And that's
he's
the
pretty
first
red.
time you've seen that much color in a pale face. And
You-
it's
you
the
still-
moment he fumbles for his rock.
He's searching for his rock in his bag. She's like, "What was her name? What was her name?"
That's not important.
I mean, we don't talk about it, so.
Oh, well, her name's Yelena.
That's a pretty
And-
name.
Yeah,
And you,
she's pretty cool.
You went on a date with her? That's what Vale said.
Fail. You see him fail. And then he kind of looks over at her and he's like, "Well, yeah, but we're just friends right now."
Sending stones, and she kind of punches your arm.
And he kind of laughs and he's like, he looks at you for a second and he does get like a more serious face. And he's like, "Thank you for the gift."
And she kind of nods, and you're welcome. Just make sure you keep up with talking with her. She kind of like awkwardly punches you in like the strangest way
I
that you're
have a
not used to her
question.
being like that.
Did I send a message to Yelena? It has been
not.
well over a day.
Oh,
I believe I did.
No, I don't think you've. Oh, you haven't sent it. The last time we talked, when you texted Elena, it was her saying, "I made it to the Dogpaw Isles," and then you were like, "What was it you said?" You like,
That's probably about.
No, I said I was in
Waterdeep,
in Deepwater,
right?
remember? Or
yeah,
Waterdeep,
yeah, Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
Yeah,
So that
and
was
you
the
were.
last thing.
That's the
So
last
that was
thing
about
said.
probably 2.5 days ago.
So it's
So there.
she ghosted you for a while after that because she finally made it to Dogpaw Isles, and then she just was like, so she's not texting you back. If you do
Okay.
text, well, sending stone her in your DMs. In your DMs.
Your magical beeper.
It's been a while since you've stoned her.
And I will say, Zelda's kind of away from Crystals, and she is making her way towards Vale. Yeah, there's
So-
Vale's currently standing next to Ash, and he's like playing with his cards. And he's like, "Want to see a trick?"
Yeah, I want to see a trick. If you want to see a trick after your trick.
Oh no.
Vale's gonna try and do that like card trick where you like are shuffling and it goes from one hand to the next, but he just sees
He's working on it.
He's doing his best. He's trying.
I gotta pick the cars up now.
yeah. But he's gonna pull out one of these cards. Hold on, I gotta find it now. We're just gonna pretend that. Yeah, we're just gonna pretend. And he's gonna be like, "Is this your card?"
You didn't ask me to pick the card before, but yeah, that is my card.
So
Zel's, she's kind of moseying up behind Vale, and she's just like, stick something in your hand.
Oh.
It's a book,
I see that.
but it's a picture book.
Right.
So I thought because you said you couldn't read, maybe it could help.
Solar is walking nearby, and he's overhearing what you guys are saying. He says, novels for the illiterate.
Oh.
Ooh.
Adler heard that. He's all perked up. He stopped drumming.
Not all of us are privileged in learning. She looks kind of back at him all snapped. She's like, Vale came from a rough patch, right? She looks at you just like so confused.
School wasn't
Really?
a concern where I'm from.
Well, you never talk about it, so.
Can I have Adler stop
Well, no
so
one
Solar
asked.
walks right into him?
Well, what did you say? What did Adler do?
Can I have Adler just stop walking so Solar walks right into him?
Yeah,
Ooh.
you stop dead, and Solar just kind of into the back of you.
Adler
Can I have
slowly
it?
turns around. Yeah. What?
Oh boy!
No, Ash is gonna just keep walking, and he's gonna be like, yeah. Anyways, that's all I'm saying. I want to do my magic trick now.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
4.
What?
4.
4?
Four?
Or what?
Are you pulling
Oh, no.
4 cards out?
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Not 4.
4.
cards.
Oh no!
First card is coin.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Which one was it?
Coin.
Oh, very good.
What does that do?
5 pieces of jewelry, each worth 100 gold pieces,
Ooh.
or 10 gemstones, each worth 50 gold pieces, appear at your feet.
Suddenly, as Ash is walking, an emerald-laced necklace, several golden rings, and a silver chain appear at his feet.
Damn. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That is a
Pick
good
all
magic
those
trick.
up. And
Watch him go to another dimension.
If you go to the dimension right, I'm gonna continue those little.
Oh, do
The
it.
story
yeah.
arc for that is so funny.
this card is an omen of death. You take 2d10 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken. This effect can't be reduced, and your hit point maximum below. This effect can't reduce your hit point maximum to below 10 hit points. The reduction lasts until you finish a long rest, but it can be ended early by a remove curse spell or similar magic.
Oh man, you're
Fuck.
down you're down what, 2d10s?
Down 2d10s. I know Ashley's got a large health pool, so I don't think it's
So-
gonna be too big a problem. But
You're
The
gonna change
group
his hit point
watches-
maximum.
The group watches as Ash is walking, as suddenly this flash of purple lightning erupts from the sky, lands right on him, jolts him for a minute.
Hazel looks so scared standing next to him when this happens.
He looks a little singed.
A little singed. That's terrifying.
9.
oh, it's not that bad.
Okay, nine. That could be
Okay,
worse.
that could have been worse.
Alright. Mischief. You receive an uncommon, wondrous item chosen by the DM, or you can draw
Ooh.
2 more additional cards beyond your declared draws.
Ooh, what's your choice?
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna draw 2 more cards.
Oh, damn!
Are you gonna press your luck?
So you have 3 more cards, correct?
Yep.
Now 3 more.
Order. You gain resistance to one of the following damage types chosen by the DM: Force, Necrotic, Poison, Psychic, or Radiant. This resistance lasts for 1d12 days.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm going to give you psychic.
Okay. Let's see, how many days?
1d12?
6 days.
6 days.
6
Very
days.
good.
I'll add that to your sheet, Brendo. And actually
Yes.
say on your resistance. You'll actually
card
say
is-
that many days.
Mhm.
Yes.
Cards.
This card supernaturally saps your energy. You have disadvantage on initiative rolls. This effect lasts until you finish a long rest, but can be ended by a removes curse spell or similar magic.
Okay, so disadvantage. That's not that bad.
And it was resistant to psychic, right, Brendo?
Yep.
For
Psychic.
the group watches as Ash is walking and suddenly looks like he wants to puke.
No.
Last card.
Destiny. I know that card. This card protects you against an untimely demise. The first time
Hey!
after drawing this card that you would drop to 0 hit points from taking damage, you instead drop to 1 hit point.
That is so
Let's
great.
go.
That is
Which is great because
very
Horker has that one right now too. He just has
I
his key.
already had this one once.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's right.
Very good. Very good.
That's awesome.
All right.
Okay, so you have disadvantage initiative. I'll have to remember that one. I put the psychic on for you, so it actually will say 6 days, Deck of Wonder. So it actually will tell you what you got it from too, which is cool.
So, after Ash has finished pushing his luck,
I just had to kill a spider and it was fucking scary.
Oh, no! Oh no!
oh
That's
god,
terrifying. Deck of Wonder summon that. She looks at Ash. She's like, "Why do you keep doing
rolled
that? If it
initiative.
hurts you. Like that doesn't look pleasant."
It's not really that bad, honestly. I just sleep and then bam, nothing happened. It's crazy what a little rest can do.
She looks at
Good
you
night's
so
sleep.
Crazy what a
confused.
little rest can do.
You should. Never mind. She just kind of looks away from Ash.
No,
She's like,
no, speak your mind.
I just think that it would do you a solid to come. Would do you a solid to come to the bookstore with me.
she's still mad about the bookstore.
You know, they have books exactly on this kind of situation.
Yeah, books that tell me that I shouldn't do it and it's not worth it, and I shouldn't do it and it's not worth it. I don't want to hear it.
If somebody wrote a whole book on why it's not worth it, they probably had a reason.
That's true, Core says.
They took a lot of effort into writing a book about it.
That's true.
Don't use this card deck because it's gonna hurt you and take you to another dimension and make you kill fairy people because you're trying to free them from this dimension.
Wait,
It's cool.
did you
Wait. Did that happen?
Did you kill fairies? She looks at you like really stern in the eyes.
No.
That's good.
See Chrysalis looking
I would hope
very
you didn't.
guilty.
You know, fairies are just naturally good creatures.
Oh yeah, sure.
Not in my
I mean,
One tried to steal my soul.
well, some are more mischievous, but they were trying to help the world in that point. They were helping the Isles.
Hey, we're trying to help the world too, and look at us.
I was actually raised by 2 fairies. And they were awesome.
They were
Very-
awful.
Two fairies
She-
raised you into what you are right now.
Whoa.
She looked so offended by that. She shot a dirty look at you. And she's like, yes, I'm the woman I am today because of those fairies. Among other people. And they were not awful. They were just trying their best.
They weren't awful to you.
They clothed you and fed you, Chrysalis. I really don't want to hear about it.
Among other things.
Prison's closed.
Oh, yay, the bare minimum. We love that.
I'm just saying, prison's closing and feed you too.
I would have died out there. Stuck in the Feywild by myself, I would have died. They saved me, and then they saved us. And she looks at Chrysalis.
You see like a very like angry look on his face, and he doesn't say anything else about it.
Suddenly, Tiber speaks up. Everyone, if we keep making a steady pace, we'll most likely reach the town of O'Malley before nightfall. That's once we pass through there, we will be well on our way to Castle Vadio.
Good.
Donny, roll perception.
Ooh. Her head similarly went down too for Chrysalis. Kind of looked down at her feet most of the time now.
That is a 14.
Somewhere in the distance, behind us, Adler hears a sound. It sounds, as he's listening, like horse hooves.
Hey. You guys hear that?
What?
I hear horses.
I'm sorry, it kind of slurred there for a minute. I was like, wait, what?
Damn.
What did you hear?
Horses.
And now Hazel starts kind of looking behind too.
So, glancing back, about 30 feet down the road behind you, you see a black horse. And there is a figure riding on top of it, dressed completely in black with a hood concealing their face.
They're behind us?
Yep, about 30 feet.
And they're kind of
But they're-
towards us.
They're steadily coming up the road.
Hazel kind of pats Chrysalis next to us a little closer, like kind of like make room in the street. She's like, "Hey, someone's coming through."
Can I do something?
He just blows this guy
Yes.
out.
More
You
explosions.
said we can see the guy on the horse, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts again.
Ooh. Curious
Okay.
little bugger.
How far does that reach?
This reach 6 feet. Wait, no. Let me see. It says you activate one of the effects until the spell ends. You can activate. Did I click the right one? Sense thoughts. You sense the presence of thoughts within 30 feet of yourself that belong to
perfect.
creatures that know languages or are telepathic.
That's cool.
So
Alright.
you don't
30 feet.
You don't necessarily read the thoughts, but you know what the creature is thinking.
Very good.
Okay.
And that's perfect. They're 30 feet away from you. So, scanning the writer's mind, you hear a woman's voice say, about 10 miles to O'Malley.
I know who this is. I'm excited.
The horse and rider quickly catch up to the group. And as the rider comes up to the right side of the group, they slow their trot. And the rider pulls back their hood, and you see this woman.
Ah, yes. And the mouse
Okay.
hunting.
She is staring at the group of you, kind of scanning and leering at all of you.
Has all kind of made a pathway for her.
She's downright glaring at you at this point.
Can we,
Can we
help
help you?
You got a problem?
Where are you all heading?
I like to think that all three of them said that at the exact same time.
Like, he just at the same time.
Blurb of
Because it's literally like 2 seconds from apart from each other.
Two, can I help you? And
You got a problem?
You got a problem?
all at once.
Where are you all heading?
Who's asking?
Yeah,
Oh.
who is that?
I'm Dara Vargas. Have you heard of me?
She looks at Rorik.
No.
I don't know, have I?
Should we have heard of you?
None of you have heard of Dara Vargas.
No.
Ah!
I don't even know his name.
Miss Vargas, I'm not familiar with you myself. Oh, well. I'm a renowned monster hunter.
Oh.
Really? None of you have heard of me?
People do that for a living.
Yeah. It's a lucrative job.
Well, what are you hunting?
Where are you all heading?
To the
Why are you
castle
curious?
To fight vampires.
Hazel slaps her forehead.
She smiles. Oh, that's where I'm heading too.
We don't want any competition. We're just trying to help.
I mean, competition's not the worst.
Exactly. But in order for that, there had to be a competition.
Huh. That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
So, all of you are traveling together? You're going to do an investigation as a large group?
With the Alber Monastery, yes.
Rorik looks up. Hello!
Bottle.
He's got a
He's
bottle of alcohol falling out of
spilled a little out his chin. He's like he was drinking.
I am Tiber Alra, and this is my friend Rorik Alra. These are our wards. There's a lot of them.
I'm not a ward.
I think I'm too old to be a ward.
No, you're not too old. Because look at that old guy right there. Solace, whatever his name is.
Oh,
You-
yeah. Yeah,
you
you're right.
moron. I'm 22.
Jesus. I mean,
Oh, even Hazel took a step back. Like
he looks
I
and
mean,
he says,
I mean,
"Oh, Bayoko."
Dara snickers and she's like, oh, wow, this is stiff competition. All right, well, don't let me delay you from getting to your destination any further. But, for future advice, maybe you idiot should buy a horse. And she gallops off.
I don't need a horse.
The strangest urge to like attack the horse.
he's like just kills that horse.
Horses.
Hazel's like, what a nasty woman.
I
I don't
need a
know.
horse when we're walking.
Bill's like, I don't know.
There was something
What does Chrysalis hear as she's galloping off?
He hears her go, fucking morons. I'll have killed all the damn vampires in this whole land before they get to the damn castle.
And he kind of just looks down. He's like, really mean. Really mean.
Well, I mean, I guess everyone's out to gain on this one.
Well,
Yeah,
the only thing we... yes, Ashraketh, what were you going to say?
she's probably gonna end up dead
What makes you say that?
when she's alone. Cocky.
It's true.
Valid points, actually. We, as a team, are a united front. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
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 United.
United.
United. Air quotes.
I feel like there's just all an awkward. Yeah.
Yeah,
It is
sure.
United.
Okay, whatever floats your boat. So as the group continues walking, in the distance, you guys see a small village. And by this point, it's about 5 in the afternoon, and the sun is setting. It's best that we get to O'Malley as soon as possible before the sun sets.
All right.
So, within about 15 minutes, you guys reach the village. And compared to Kings Bay, it's a ramshackle little town. Small little village with a clear, straight road through it. But there appear to be accommodations here, and soon you guys stumble upon a little inn that is called the Stop on the Road.
Stop on the road.
Well, should we retire for the evening?
My feet are killing me.
I guess so. I mean, we don't have a
We might-
horse.
Yeah, because we totally need a horse.
Because I'm like
Oh.
exhausted right now.
Really?
All 11 of us need a horse. Yes.
How
Before I rest, can I like pull Vale aside somewhere?
So as everyone's heading inside of the inn, you pull Vale aside just before Vale steps inside.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and give him half of the green vials.
Ooh. Yes.
3
So you have-
unknown potions.
You had 3. You had 3. So how much do you need to give?
No, he has 6.
Yeah,
Oh,
Let's
sorry.
put it
Wait, yes,
together.
that's right. You have 3 now. Okay, that's cool. I'll add that
so
to your inventory.
you hand these over to Vale, and as the two of you step inside of this little inn, we end our session.
That was such a good session.
Oh, that was so good.
It was so
Thank you,
good. What
thank
a
you.
fun one. Oh, I didn't even want to stop. It was so good.
So, until next week, bye everybody.
Bye. Bye.